So first we're going to talk about a picture. In fact, we have a couple of pictures to talk about. And then we'll go over vocabulary. And then we'll review using BLOOKET. And then you're going to YouTube. You're going to go to YouTube to listen. And then we're going to talk about the story. So it looks like there might be something wrong with the video. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it differently tonight. Okay, we're gonna have you read it. So we're gonna talk about the story. Okay, so instead of listening, we're gonna do reading tonight. Okay, and then we're going to do a reading review. Okay. All right, and then you'll have an opportunity to do some writing in the YouTube comments. Okay. All right. Let's start with the picture. Okay, who can tell me, what do you see?
I can see two policemen, and they are holding the different things in their hand.
That's right. Okay, so policemen. There are some different jobs that policemen do. Okay, can you tell me some of the different things that policemen do? Like, what are these two policemen here doing here? What do you think they're doing? Okay, I'll give you a couple choices. Do you think they're catching a criminal? Are they catching a criminal? How about investigating? Are they investigating? What do you think? Just a yes or no answer. Give me a yes or a no. Are they investigating a crime, or are they catching a criminal?
Yes.
All right, yes, they are investigating. Okay, they're investigating a crime. Okay. What do you call the person, the policeman, who investigates the crime? Okay, that means they look for clues to find a criminal. So what's the name of that job? All right, so the name of that is a detective. Okay, so you've got police officers that you see in the street, and they drive around in the police car. They give out tickets. Okay, they catch criminals. The detective does a lot of investigating or looking for clues to find the criminal. Okay. All right, let's take a look at some of the vocabulary words. What do you think this is? The word for this is nuance. Nuance. Okay. So if you look at this, what is the color that you see on the screen? Just in general, give me the name of the color.
This is purple.
Purple. Good. Okay. So it's a purple color. But this purple has what we call nuance. When we say nuance, there are different shades of the color purple here. Okay. So these are not just purple. You can give different names to the color of the purple color in each of these areas here. Okay. So here we have a darker purple. Okay. And then here we have a lighter purple. So when we say nuance, we're talking about slight differences in something that you could generally call one thing. All right. So the sentence is, the painting has many nuances of color. Okay. So it's not just red, yellow, blue, but there are different shades of red, yellow, and blue that you can see in the picture. Okay. What do you see here?
I see two face with a black color.
Okay. Good. There's two faces right here. Okay. But you can also see something else here. Does anybody see a vase or a chalice? If you look here, okay, you can also see like a cup of some sort, right? And here, this kind of cup is called a chalice, but it's a cup that you can use to drink. Okay, so there's two two things that you can see here. One is you can see a face or two faces. And the other one is that you can see the chalice in the middle. Okay? So when there could be two meanings for something, that's called ambiguous. Okay? Could mean one thing or it could mean another thing, but you're not really sure which one it means. Okay? The teacher's instructions were ambiguous. So it means not clear, not clear. Okay, let's take a look at the next word. Verbal irony. Verbal irony. Okay, what a beautiful day. And does it look like it's a beautiful day? All right. No, it doesn't. It's not a beautiful day. It's raining. There's thunderstorms. Okay. So we call this irony. When you say something that is a different meaning than what you're trying to say. Okay. So when something happens that's opposite of what you expect, okay, and sometimes it can be funny, then that could be irony. Okay. Another example, if you go see a dentist, but the dentist has bad teeth, okay, so you expect the dentist to have good teeth, but if he has bad teeth, that's irony. Okay, something that's kind of opposite, maybe a little bit funny. Okay, there was irony in his complaining about being late when he always made others wait. Okay, has something to do about time. Okay, time. And that word is ephemeral. Ephemeral. Okay. Ephemeral is when you're trying to describe something that is only a very short amount of time. Just something that comes and then goes away quickly. That's ephemeral. Okay. This person, okay, what you're seeing here is a picture of somebody who has both a lot of thoughts and ideas and somebody who has emotions. Okay, so has thoughts and ideas and tries to think things through, but he's also emotional. He has a lot of feelings. Okay, and a person who has to try to balance both, because sometimes you want to do something, your brain tells you to do something, but your heart tells you to do something else. Okay, so somebody who listens to his brain more and makes sure that what he does is logical is pragmatic. All right. So it's when you deal with things in a practical way. Okay. So ubiquitous, this means that you want to be something that is everywhere and all around us at the same time. Okay. So if you're driving through traffic, you can say that the traffic is ubiquitous because it's all around you. Okay. You can also say air is ubiquitous. That means it's all around you. Okay. All right. The next word, this is when you have a confusing or difficult problem. Okay. And that is a conundrum. Okay. So this is a confusing or difficult problem. If you find something that makes you happy or something that's good and you find it accidentally, okay? Just like, for example, if you're going on a vacation, you didn't really think you like the beach, but when you go there, you start to enjoy your time at the beach. You enjoy seeing the people who are just relaxing. You enjoy the sunsets, okay? So you're finding something good almost by accident. And that is called serendipity. Okay, serendipity. All right, so let's review the words. So when you have different shades of meaning or different shades of color, what do we call this? And you can remove your mic, open your mic. Who can remember what this is?
Nuance.
Yes, very good. Okay. Nuance. Nuance. Okay. So different
Nuance.
meanings. Good. Different meanings. Okay. Possibly different meanings of or meanings that are not clear. What's that? All right. Let's try to pronounce it. Ambiguous.
Ambiguous. Ambiguous.
Good.
Ambiguous.
All right. Good job. All right.
Irony.
There you go. Good. Irony.
Irony.
Good. Okay. When something is opposite of what you think will happen. Time that happens quickly is ephemeral.
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 Good. All right. And somebody who does things practically, okay, instead of letting their heart rule their head rules their heart, is pragmatic. Okay, say pragmatic.
Pragmatic. Pragmatic.
Pragmatic.
Okay, pragmatic, pragmatic, pragmatic.
Pragmatic.
There you go. Good. And something that is all around you. Okay, it could be like traffic, it could be the air, but it's all around you. You say ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
Good.
Ubiquitous.
Okay, good. Is a conundrum. Okay, a difficult problem. Conundrum.
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 And finally, serendipity.
Serendipity.
Good. Okay.
Deputy.
Yes. Okay. So finding happiness by accident. Finding happiness by accident. Okay. All right. Hopefully you wrote these down. These are difficult words tonight. So let's go ahead and play our BLOOKET. Think about why was Victor Crane murdered? Okay.
A clue in the fog, a whisper of truth, a puzzle unsolved, the weight of proof.
In 1980, San Francisco's foggy streets glowed with neon signs and clanging cable cars. Detective Sam Carter, a scruffy guy with a quick brain, worked late at the police station. One rainy night, a call came. Rich art seller Victor Crane was dead in his big Pacific Heights house, a knife in his chest. Sam grabbed his notebook and went to investigate. The house was fancy, with shiny marble and huge lights. Victor's body was in his office, near odd, colorful paintings. The maid, Rosa, was sobbing.
I found him after supper.
She said. Sam saw a broken window and muddy footprints going to the garden.
Someone sneaked in.
He thought. Sam talked to suspects. Victor's wife, Lillian, seemed scared, playing with her necklace.
I was at a music show.
She said. Victor's business friend, Frank, was nervous, checking his watch.
I was working.
He muttered. Rosa said Victor's nephew, Eddie, was always around, begging for money. Sam searched the office. He found a secret safe, empty except for a note.
Meet me at Pier 39, midnight.
The writing looked like Eddie's. Sam checked the footprints, sneaker marks, size 10, like Eddie's shoes. He drove to Pier 39, where fog hid everything. Under a dim streetlight, Eddie was throwing a bag into the water.
Stop!
Sam yelled, shining his flashlight. Eddie ran, but Sam caught him. The bag had stolen jewelry from Victor's safe.
I didn't kill him.
Eddie shouted.
I took the jewelry after I found him dead.
Sam didn't believe him. The knife in Victor matched one from Eddie's house, and his story about playing cards with buddies wasn't true. Sam checked. At the station, Eddie admitted everything. He fought with Victor, who wouldn't give him money. Angry, Eddie stabbed him, broke the window to fake a break-in, and ran. Sam felt sad. Solving a murder didn't feel good. As morning came, the fog cleared, showing the Golden Gate Bridge. Sam wrote his report, drank yucky coffee, and thought about the next mystery. San Francisco was full of secrets, and Sam was ready to find them.
All right. So who can tell me why was Victor Crane murdered? Okay, so what I want you to do is look for Victor Crane and read around that area. Read where you find Victor Crane. Okay, and then try to figure out, why did he get murdered? Why was he murdered? Mi King?
He gets murdered because who one is hold the knife to his chest.
Yes, okay. He was murdered with a knife in his chest. Who murdered him? Oh, Eddie murdered him, right? Eddie murdered him. But why? Why did Eddie murder him?
I think because it took the jewelry of Victor.
Okay, yes. So Eddie wanted money from Victor, but Victor wouldn't give it to him, and so he took his jewelry after he murdered him. All right. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want to see if you know the answer, okay? I'm going to give you some choices and a question. So where does the story take place? Where?
In San Francisco.
Very good. Okay. So it's in San Francisco. That's where it says it's in San Francisco. Okay. All right. Next question. Who is the main detective in the story? Who's the main detective? Or what is the detective's name?
His name is Sam.
Yes, very good. Okay. So here it says Detective Sam Carter. Okay. That's the main person in the story, main detective. All right. And where did they find Victor Crane dead? Where?
He died in his big house.
Yes, very good. Okay. In his big house. Now, can somebody tell me where in the house? Where was he in the house? Where was Victor's body in his house?
His body in his office.
There we go. Very good. Okay. So Victor's body was in his office. Okay. All right. So, according to his wife, Lillian, where was she when the murder happened? Where was she? So to get the answer, you want to look for Lillian. Lillian. And then read around that.
In the music show.
Nice work. Okay. She says, I was at the music show. Okay. And that's Lillian. Okay. All right, good. I think you guys are ready to see if you can remember everything on BLOOKET? All right, good job. And our winner for this game is Ting. All right. Okay, great. So that will finish tonight's lesson. Okay, I will get the video up for the recording. Okay. All right, but everybody have a good night and a good week. Bye bye.
Goodbye, teacher. Thank you
Bye-bye.
so much.
Bye-bye, teacher. Bye-bye, teacher.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye.
See you again.
Bye. Okay, take care.